could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
Hi everybody. Hey, I'm sure you noticed last week there was no video. It was bound to happen. We've done over 100 episodes and it finally happened to us. We lost all of our footage out of our cameras. So no video. I'm so sorry about that, you guys, and we'll make it up to you, I promise. There's something coming real soon that will be worth the wait. Today, part of what we lost in the video was I wanted to review my new Ninja Foodi. So I will just give you a little overview today of the Ninja Foodi and why I like it so much. So anyway, I had a good friend ask me about the Ninja Foodi because I was raving about it. And she's like, oh, I've been thinking about that, but I don't know. Why do you like it so much? And as I was telling her why I like it so much, it occurred to me that maybe I should do a little review for you guys. So I had the old Ninja Foodi. It did like 8 things, the 8-quart or whatever. And the thing that I didn't like about that one was there was completely separate lids for pressure cooking as compared to when you were air frying or doing other things in the Foodi. So it took up a lot of real estate, right? This is my new Ninja Foodi. So if I can, I will slide it around here so you guys can see it. And so the nice thing about this one is it has a smart lid. So it only has one lid. I don't have to have a separate lid. It will do about 16 different things. So it has a slider bar on the front of it, if you can see right here. And depending on which way, position 1, 2, or 3, will determine what the different things are, the different functions you can do. So in 1, it becomes a pressure cooker. It locks the lid, builds up pressure, and cooks things that way. The second position, I haven't familiarized myself with all of it yet, but the third one is air, crisp, sear, saute. It roasts, it bakes, it slow cooks, and again, it pressure cooks, right? So you lift the lid, and it comes with this dual rack inside. It also comes with the insert, and this is a non-stick insert, and I really do like it a lot. It cleans up really well. This, although I use it a lot, doesn't clean up so well. It's not non-stick. Oven cleaner and baking soda vinegar solutions and all kinds of things. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to clean, quite frankly. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll cover this with a piece of parchment paper or a piece of foil, put my food on that. It helps with the cleanup later. The other thing I do is while it's still warm, I'll put it in a sink full of soapy water, and that'll actually help. By the time I'm done with dinner, it'll wipe down pretty good. So that's that. The new one comes with a silicone muffin pan and a crisper basket, which is what we're going to use today because we're going to make French fries. It's one of the things that this thing does the best. The new feature about this one is it has a function called Steam Crisp. The old one didn't. And what that means is you can put liquid in the bottom and you run the cycle once. The liquid steams whatever the food is that you've got in there, and then it crisps it like a air fryer. So it will actually steam the French fries to get them nice and soft on the inside, and then it air crisps them so they become tender on the inside and crispy on the outside. The other nice thing about the steam crisp would be for things like chicken that you don't want to dry out. I've cooked them in the air fryer before. They do have a tendency to get a little dry. Does a great job on steak, pork chops, any kind of hamburgers. Oh, just amazing hamburgers, right? So I think what I like about it is for the real estate that it takes up on my counter, and I highly recommend that you leave it out on your counter, because if you guys put this in a cabinet somewhere, it weighs like 35, 40 pounds. I don't know, it's really heavy. You're never gonna drag it out. But if you leave it up on the counter, you'll be more inclined to use it. It is a great function for reheating things, reheating pizza, roasting hot dogs. After I cook my hamburgers, I can put my buns on top of it, close the lid, and it'll steam the buns. It just has so many features that to me make it worth the space that it takes up, especially in the RV, right? I probably use it 4 times a week. I'm not kidding. I really do use it a lot. So it's a big investment. It's like $250, $260, which is a lot. And you guys know I love QVC. The nice thing about QVC is if you get it on there, you can make payments on it. There's no interest, no credit card involved. And QVC has done a lot of the legwork for you in reviewing these things and figuring out the best one. And then they'll usually, for the same price as I can get out in the retail stores and the brick and mortars, they usually have additional things. It may be the same price, but they may offer a couple of extra items like the silicone muffin pan and those kinds of things that you can't get out, or a different color that you can't get out. So those are the pros. Now for the con. And it's kind of a big con for me. And I'm actually contemplating whether or not I want to keep this, and I'll tell you why. The old Ninja, inside the lid where the heating element is, there's also a fan, which is what makes it a convection, right? Or an air fryer, right? Is the fan. But the old one has a grate, a metal grate that covered this entire section, right? So it was very difficult to clean. Well, impossible to clean. You couldn't take the grate off. So that was the downside, and there was a lot of conversation on the Facebook groups and stuff that I watch about how do I clean this. A lot of people recommended just cook some vinegar water in the pot under pressure and that'll clean it and all kinds of things. So this one, and I'm not sure if that's why they did this, this one has no cover. This heating element, if you can see it, is open. It's, I'm putting my hand directly on it right now. And so this heating coil heats up 450 degrees is some of the temperature settings that you have in here. And then there's a fan behind it. So the first time I used it, I put my parchment paper in there, put my food on top, and it actually caught the parchment paper on fire, the edges of it. And I could smell it burning, and I came out to check on it. And yeah, and then the other thing that concerns me is, let's say I'm making a pasta dish or mac and cheese or something, and I'm scooping the food out of here, right, which sometimes you do, I'm awfully close to this lid. So I'm concerned, that I could accidentally touch it. The heat from it is pretty intense until it cools off. So I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about it. I actually called QVC and I put a review on Ninja to let them know that I'm not sure that this one, if they would just put a removable cover on here, right? I'm always thinking they would just put a removable cover on here. It would solve the problem. It would keep the food at a greater distance from whatever you're cooking against this. It would allow you to remove it for cleaning, but it would also protect you or whatever you're cooking from this heating element. So that's my review. But that being said, I still want to show you guys how to make French fries in it today, because aside from all of that, I think it's a wonderful tool and a great appliance in your kitchen. And because of that, I decided I would share those thoughts with you today. Okay guys, so this recipe is in the Ninja Foodie cookbook that comes with the Ninja Foodie, and you can just follow along with me. But basically what I've got here is I've got a gallon of water, which is 16 cups of water. And to that, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of salt and 3 tablespoons of vinegar. I have apple cider vinegar. You can use white vinegar, whatever you like, whatever you have on hand. And then we're gonna stir that up to dissolve the salt. This is a water bath for the potatoes. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna soak the potatoes, and it's going to pull all of the starch and the moisture out of the potatoes, which is gonna help make them a lot crispier and fluffier when we air fry them later. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make potato wedges today. So what I'm going to do is, and today I have Idaho potatoes. They're not the russets. You can use either one. You can use the reds because they have a little bit of a sweeter flavor. So basically I cut the potato half and I'm going to cut them into small wedges, and I'm going to leave the skins on. The nice thing about the Idaho, these yellow golds, is the skins are very thin, and so that'll make them, and the nutrients are actually in the skin, so being able to leave the skins on makes the potato a little healthier for you. You know, if you're gonna carb up, might as well make it as healthy as you can, right? So, okay, all we're gonna do is, I've got about 1.5 pounds of potatoes, or 4 really large potatoes, and I'm just gonna cut them all up into wedges, and then we're gonna throw them in the saltwater bath, and we're gonna leave them in there for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be back. So now you guys, you just wanna take the potatoes out of the water, pat them dry with paper towels, or lay them out on a tea towel, and just let them dry out. And then we'll fry them in the air fryer. See you in a minute. Okay guys, so we're back with our potato wedges. After you get them all nice and dry, you're gonna toss them with about 1 tablespoon or 2 of oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, and about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, or to your liking. We've set the foodie up for steam crisp. So you do have to add water to the pan. I have 1/2 cup of water here, and we're gonna put that in the bottom. And then we're gonna insert our crisp basket. Okay, so this is for air fry. You put that in there. And now I'm gonna break up these potatoes and do them in 2 batches, because I just think there's probably more than what will get done in the same amount of time. So I'm gonna start with about 1/2 of them. Just gonna lay them in the bottom of this basket. So we've got the basket set on steam crisp. We've got the basket set on steam crisp. We wanna put it on 450 degrees. And we're gonna do 25 minutes. And then we're going to press start. It's gonna say preheating to begin with, and that's the steam process. And then what we're gonna do is when it gets to 12 minutes, we're going to toss the fries, and then we're going to finish cooking, and then I'll meet you right back here. So hey guys, our fries, our potato wedges are looking beautiful. We've got about 5 minutes left to go. I'm gonna do them for just a few more minutes, but I'm gonna add some shredded cheese, right? So at this point you could add a little garlic, a little Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna add some cheddar. And then when we're all done, I am going to add some bacon and sour cream and a little salsa. We're gonna have loaded potato wedges. I can't wait. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these. Aren't those beautiful? Can you see? All right, so we have our loaded potato wedges. Oh my gosh, they're going everywhere. Oh, those look so yummy. I love it. All right. So we have our melted cheese on top. So I'm just gonna add a little more salt. I'm going to add a little bit more fresh cheese to the top, right? Some bacon. All right, and add some salsa to the tops of these. You could do anything you want, guys. These are yours to do with what you want, but I gotta tell you, this steam crisp feature on this Ninja is wonderful. I really, really like it. So I don't know if I'm gonna send it back yet, but for this, so far so good, huh? Hey, listen, you guys, don't forget, leave some comments down below. If you have any questions about the Ninja, I'd be happy to let you know and share my thoughts about it. And if you guys have a Ninja, let me know in the bottom and tell me how you like it and how you feel about the new smart lid. Anyway, thanks so much, guys, for hanging in here with us. I love it that you join us every week. And I hope you guys enjoy the fries. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the videos. And we'll see you guys next week.